Hey everyone, welcome. I think many of you know Garbaruk for their chainrings that are compatible with AG Plus and T-Type, and also their lightweight cassettes also compatible with Shimano 12 Speed or SRAM T-Type flat top chains. But how many of you know that they also make cranks, incredible lightweight aluminum cranks with a lot of options, including a power meter from Inpeak? I think you're gonna like them a lot. Let's take a closer look. And when I tell you lightweight aluminum cranks, what do you say about 120 grams lighter than the latest XTR Di2 cranks? Did I get your attention? So let's take a look at the design of these cranks and the bottom bracket compatibility, a little bit about the Inpeak power meter, and finally I will give you some tips and tricks on how to install these cranks. But first, the design. I have the lightest MTB crankset called XC, and you can see that right here on the label. Colors at the bottom refer to the color of the cranks themselves, and then the color of the self extractor. Now if I say Holotech, you're probably thinking about Shimano right away, but look at this tiny little line right here on the side. That's exactly what these guys use just to achieve that lightweight. These are 170, they come in 165 and 175 as well. And you're gonna use this 136.5 axle for 52 millimeter chain line, or you go for the Super Boost that gives you the 55 millimeter chain line. Here's the other crank, L170, and they do provide pedal washers. Thank you, Garbaruk, for thinking about every detail. And the only other thing that's included here in the box is spacers that you may or may not need when you're installing this on the bike. Chainrings are not included in the box, and you're gonna be looking for direct mount MTB chainring for Garbaruk cranksets. This is a 32 tooth, nicely laser etched here on the face. You'll see that this is an MTB chainring, 32 tooth round. It offers a 52 millimeter chain line. Again, that's dependent on the axle that you use. And this is direct mount, so a spline and a lock ring mechanism. That's what they use. More about this when I talk about the installation. Look at how pretty that is with an extra insert of color right on the crank itself. So we have hollow aluminum cranks. Then we have two spindle lengths for 52 and 55 millimeter chain line. You will have to choose the chainring that you want. It can be round or oval. You can choose a power meter or not. And most importantly for some of us, you have 8 colors to choose from. Black and silver is the most adventurous that I would get, but you definitely have a lot of options to customize your bike to your liking. But one thing that I said that is impressive though is the lightweight of this crankset, similar to carbon products from other manufacturers. And I did mention in the intro the weight of the new XTR cranks at about 580 or 90 grams. Here's an XX, not the SL, comes up to 512 grams. If you add the power meter to this, that will bring it up to about 550. This is 170 as well. And here's the Garbaruk. First of all, the 2-dimension axles. One is 93, one is 95 grams. And the crank arms with the axle come up to 427 grams. Mind you, do have 2 power meters installed at 10 grams each. And with the chainring, that's 482 grams. You tell me what else we can ask from an aluminum crankset with dual power meters installed. So these must be the world's lightest aluminum cranks, since Shimano can only dream of weights like that with their steel spindle. And talking about the spindle, you saw 29 diameter on the axle. That's because I chose the 29 or the dub, so I can use the dub bottom bracket. Now I do have a video in which I talk about the differences between the dub versus dub wide bottom brackets. I will refer to that video for more details, but just keep in mind that Garbaruk provides these additional spacers in the box, so you don't have to go for the dub wide bottom bracket when installing the Garbaruk cranks with a 55mm axle. you have everything you need. A tiny bit more about that when we get to installation. But let's briefly look at the power meters, because this is something that's really cool, offered by Garbaruk right on their website. This is the latest Inpeak PowerCrank-E, and you can have it on one crank or both cranks. That's what I have over here, and that's why you have two labels on the box telling you the details of each. In the box, you're going to see a couple of stickers from Inpeak, as well as a little leaflet telling you to install their app. You also have a power cord. This is the magnetic one that attaches straight onto the power meter. This is the newest power meter from Inpeak that does not use the coin cell CR2032 battery. They mentioned 90 hours of runtime per charge, at least 300 charges, and then battery life should be at least 70% of that. So the lifespan of the power meter is quite long. It might outlive your bike. I'll probably do a separate video for the Inpeak power meters, but take a closer look on their website where you're gonna see a lot more information about what to expect. I'm installing the new cranks on the Epic 8 frame that I reviewed on my channel not too long ago. And this is fairly simple. You're gonna install the dub bottom bracket like you would always do. And then you're gonna have to put the cranks together. And Garbaruk provides a useful installation how-to on their manuals. One thing that I would do differently would be to add some grease to the spline before you attach it to the crank arms. Then I remove the 2mm tiny bolt that holds the preload adjuster in place, and I added some Loctite to it. To tighten the chainring, you're gonna use a standard Shimano bottom bracket tool, which is great. But to tighten the cranks to the spindle, you're actually gonna need a 10mm hex. An 8mm that you might have in your toolbox for your pedals is not going to work. They even provided with a guide on how to use those tiny spacers, and I used the 2mm on the non-drive side and a 1mm on the drive side before I tightened up the right crank arm. And here's the crank clearance on this Epic 8. On the right hand side, I can fit that 8mm hex in here. On the left hand side, I can almost fit it in. And that is with the 52mm chainline spindle. I have the 55mm right here. I'm gonna install the good old T-Type XX on my Epic 8. And yes, I'm gonna use 52mm chainline. It is possible. You can actually see it in this video in which I cover in detail the installation of T-Type transmission. So Garbaruk cranks built by a couple of Ukrainian brothers in Poland. What do you guys think about them? What do you like the most? The lightweight, the Holotech technology, the many colors, the ability to install a power meter right when you order the crankset. Have you ever used cranksets from Garbaruk? Do you prefer aluminum cranks like these ones or carbon from other manufacturers? Are you familiar with any other components from Garbaruk? And yes, they have a lot of chainring types. They do have version 2.0 of their cassettes that I just reviewed on my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you guys found this useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe because you want to keep an eye on that Epic 8 coming together. And until next time, hope to see you guys on the trails because spring is around the corner, guys. Cheers.